Welcome to the yard of Soletanche Poland. Today we are celebrating VINCI International Environmental Day. Today's topic is water. Why is it so important? What can we do with it? Is every dirty water bad? Let's find out. Topic of today is water. Many times it looks like this. What is this? This is just water with the dirt I picked up from the sidewalk. This kind of water is not usable for drinking, it's not usable for watering home plants, it's not usable for cleaning. What can we do with the water? We can filter it using the stuff you have at home. That's what we will be doing today. After filtering the water is perfectly safe to use for watering your plants or cleaning your shoes or cleaning anything else. I do not recommend the water for drinking, it's not drinkable. The purpose of this video is to show you how to prepare in your home a filter for dirty water that you can use to clean the rainwater, the water from the pond, to use then for watering your plants and doing other stuff. So, what are we going to use for our little experiment? First of all, cut in half plastic bottle. Any bottle you have, any bottle will do. A marker to mark the layers on the bottle. It's not crucial, but it can be useful. Some sort of a rag, preferably material-based. These ones are available in almost every shop. They are good, they are antibacterial. A little bit of sand. Any sand will do, preferably clean sand, preferably not the sand from the street, although you may want to clean some sand. Beach sand works well, and other type of sand will work also. Some small, clean stones, something like that. A bunch of bigger stones, these are real big. Yours don't need to be that big, although it helps. And a bit of charcoal, just the same one you would use for grilling. A bit of charcoal is good for the filter. And a Scotch tape. So, starting our filtration station build. First of all, we need to have plastic bottle cut in half. I have already cut mine, so it's going to be a little bit easier for us. We need to remember that the first part that we are going to work on is the last part the water touches, right? So it is here at the bottom of this cone that was created by cutting the bottle in half. So the first layer we're going to work on is the final layer, and the final layer is made out of cloth. So what we are going to use is we are going to use the wipes. They are made out of material. They are available everywhere. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna put them in here. So just drop them in. You don't need to be particularly precious about them. Drop them in. Maybe use a little something to get them in tucked there nicely. That's the first part done. What we can also do, if you want it to be a little bit more coherent, is you can add a third one with a bit of Scotch tape. We just start, and we just tape the cloth all around the spout of the water bottle. Done. Doesn't have to look pretty. Mine doesn't look pretty, but it's going to work. Okay. The second layer is a little bit of sand. I have prepared some sand in bags. We're going to use half of this bag first, just to weigh down the cloth inside the bottle. So just pour it in. You don't have to use exact measurements. I don't. Just use your eye, use your senses, listen what they tell you. Is it enough? If it's not enough for the first time, try again, use a little bit more. It's not. This is just an experiment. It's not the exact science of water filtration. The principle is the same as exact science, the execution quite a little bit different. The next layer are going to be small stones or the charcoal, depending on you. At this point, I'm going to use charcoal. You can use them in a different position. Once the cloth is in there, the main part of the filtration is going to take place anyway. Charcoal is a great material. This is just your standard grill charcoal. You can get it in any shop. Charcoal is a really absorbent material. It's going to absorb a lot of small particles from the water, a lot of particles that are microscopic that you can't even see by your naked eye. It works great and it stays in there nicely. So what you want to do then is put the rest of the sand in. This is the first bag, and this is the second bag. And then, fun part, you need to shake to get it all settled. All right. So it's all settled in there. Now, here comes the stones. Small stones first, and a bit of larger stones later. I did not measure the stones. Please do not measure the stones. It's going to be a waste of time. Just get some small stones, get some big stones. Go out to your garden, go to a park, grab a few stones. It's going to be fine. Right, so once the stones are in, this is the product. We are going to add one additional layer, and it's going to be intake cloth. So we're going to use additional cloth to make sort of an intake barrier for the water, so that any really large particles in the water can be stopped by the cloth. We have 2 left, so we are going to use 2. All right, just jam it in there, nice and tight. Don't worry about how it looks, it's going to be great. The final part of the whole process is pouring the water in. As you can see, the water is very dirty. It's artificially dirtied water. I dirtied it up with dirt from the sidewalk so that it is going to be extremely dirty. So then we're going to slowly pour the water in. Remember, do not overflow the bottle and let the filtration process happen. The water is going to travel down all these layers, start coming out of the bottle. Remember, it can take 2 or 3 runs of filtration to get the water really clean. If it doesn't come out crystal clean the first time, it's not the end of the world. You can always modify your system, add more sand, add more cloth to get the water even clearer. And also, remember, run the water 2 or 3 times in the system to get it really clean. As you can see, the process doesn't take that long, and you can easily fit it in your 1 hour of free time at home. The difference is visible with a naked eye. On my right, clean water. On my left, dirty water. This is before, this is after. So we can see the filtration system works. This water is perfectly safe to water your plants. We need to remember that only 1% of the water on this planet is usable for us. Water is a liquid gold. It's the most valuable substance there is, and wasting it is not an option. If you want to be environmentally friendly, use water in your surrounding to your advantage. Not all dirty water is bad. If you filtrate the water, it can be great. It can be a great resource. I hope this video has shown you that the water is always a usable substance. It doesn't matter how dirty, we can always clean it up.